Alright, today we're going to talk about a hip hinge. This movement we use a lot with our deadlifts, and we use even at the beginning of a squat. So Courtney here is going to demonstrate. I'm going to walk you through this a little bit. What we want to do is we're taking the hips, and sometimes it helps just to put the hands right on the hip bones here and pushing the butt back with our back flat. We don't want to let the shoulders roll over with that. So to kind of train this, we can take our dowel rod here, and Courtney's going to grab it just behind. She's going to put one hand in the back of her neck and then one hand in the small of her back here. So let's face the windows here, Courtney. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take the feet about shoulder width apart here. And what we want her to do is maintain contact with the stick at her head, her mid-back, and then down her butt. So as she's doing this, she's going to push her hips straight back in, and we want to remain in contact with that. Come back up. She squatted a little bit too much there, so what we want to do is just cue her to push the hips back, lean over, there you go, and then come back up. So that one was perfect. Let's do one more, Courtney. Good job. Now, if she was having some trouble with this, say she's rounding at the shoulders, what will happen is it'll lift up off of her hips there. So do one just kind of round your upper back there. You see how that stick's lifting off there? So we didn't get a true hip hinge. Or if she tends to squat, kind of squat right down into it, it'll kind of come away there a little bit too. So that's the hip hinge. Once we have this down with this movement, what we'll do is we'll take the dowel rod away, and she's going to have her put her hands across her chest now. And the same thing, she's going to push her hips back, so she should be feeling this in the hamstrings here as she comes down. Now use your hips to come back forward. Just up, let's go with one more. Good. She has that down pretty good now. So we're going to have her come to the kettlebell, and this will be kind of the next step with that. So she's going to stand over the kettlebell and go with the deadlift here. Using the exact same movement with hinging the hips back, back flat, that chest is up, stand up nice and tall. Let's go with one more, Courtney. Good. So that's the hip hinge. Work on that. Most people have a lot of trouble with that, and you'll hear us cueing people a lot through workouts with that.